So we can stop talking about Pokemon as fun and maybe nostalgic as that was and get into Counter-Strike of Titan versus Infinity here on the first map, Train. This is the pick of Titan. They played it yesterday against Dignitas, and they started off slow, but they were able to win it in OT. And once they got rolling, they kind of dominated, won every round in OT when it came to the rifle. So, take that as it is. If they get a strong economy on either side, you can probably expect Titan to be pretty terrifying as they are going there through the boiler. Those back calls, Pyramar trying to spot this, trying to stop that with his USP. Will he be able to even find one? No, Shocks will take him down from a distance. Maxaki will get Maniac as Maniac is trying to push through to the other side of the yard, trying to get very aggressive. Offense is the best defense. And it has actually come into a 3-on-3, and now Titan are starting to fall. Infinity might be able to make this retake happen. It's a 2-on-2. Both of them have low players. RPK will be the first one to go down. Now only Existence in this 1-on-2. Does he have the... No incendiaries here on the pistol round, as we might often see. And just going up the ladder, Reaston trying to make those big plays, and Existence living with 1 HP.
I mean, yeah, he really could have got that kill. It was like one shot, round on a 1 HP, and then he died. So that was very, very, very close. Existence threw a great flash to open up the round as they hit B through upper. The scary part about Existence is that like sometimes his playstyle can be way too strict, or at least that's my own criticism of him. But if he does loosen up, he still has like all of these like smokes and flashes and like strategies to fall back on as opposed to rely on for every round. That can be really dangerous because no one practices flashes like he does. I mean, that's just what he's known for is sitting in a server and making sure that he has the best flash possible in every situation. And their man on site was just completely blind on that pistol. So,
well, some not so slick Galil work there from Smiths. He will fall to the 5-7 of David, and well, now it's a 2-on-4. Titan are moving towards that outer bomb site. RPK with another kill with the Mac 10. Another $600. Reaston with the scout. He's starting to tag people up. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any teammates. Everyone has been tagged, but all the pistols were dead and not able to capitalize on that damage.
yeah, really unfortunate that he couldn't actually get one down. He did so much damage that was actually worth at least 2.5 players, but couldn't actually cost them money. I mean, 1 HP is the same as 100 if you live, so from that perspective, it wasn't a great round. They did end up spending a lot of money, only got 1 kill for it, but expected that you do spend that money on the second round. So here you're gonna have a fast run to outer, and they know they're gonna do it versus non-armored opponents, and easy for Titan right now.
Oh, Existence. People
long range Galil.
Hashtag long range Galil. People might think Existence is just farming the frags, but that was pretty much his every round yesterday against rifle rounds of Dignitas.
Happy to see Train again. I want to know if we see like Smiths go down ladder in that same default and find that pick, because they kept doing the same thing, and Smith was able to get the opening pick like 3 rounds in a row, just peeking out ladder because no one played it. So I wonder how Infinity will respond to that.
They did that on both sides of the map too, right? On the CT side, they were just pushing up there constantly too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, man. This is confidence from Titan. They're going to keep 2 of these Mac 10s and 2 of the Galils. If they win this, that's going to be disastrous for Infinity. Maxaki is body blocking them. He's blinded himself. They have run past, and he wasn't quite sure what was going on. So RPK finds an opening kill with the Mac 10. Azar will bring down Maniac, and we've got a 4-on-4. And Reaston almost lining him up there. Doesn't get a little bit of damage onto Existence. He's already brought down Smiths. Existence kind of flashes himself as he wants to push forward. Might catch Reaston here on the reload, and he does! Pyromar's there for the trade, and that Shocks by himself. He's gonna... thought he might have just kept out that CZ. He will now, again, pull out the Mac 10, trying to get over to the M4. He finds it. He gives the re-peek, but he can't bring it home. And Infinity will win this one, but we know that another rifle is coming from Titan.
Really good retake there. Reaston was the man of the hour as he got into inner really quickly, got the first kill, did a lot of damage to the second player, and started that retake off nicely. Now, Maxaki died immediately as a solo B-man, didn't do a single point of damage, got full blind at the upper ramp, and tried to play like get right, but really didn't expect someone to just jump through the smoke like they did. And that is the power of randomness right there, but you got to expect that sometimes. But either way, I'm not actually sure how Titan just fell apart so quickly. Like, getting that opening pick on inner can be really good, but Infinity pulled off an amazing retake, keeping 3 alive.
Well, Smith's being very careful not to get caught off guard, thinking someone might have boosted up and caused a one-way smoke there at Ivy. And meanwhile, David will fall to Shocks. Where is Shocks, actually? Shocks is over towards upper, so he might have got that kill down ladder or perhaps into inner. But they're just going to take it slow. They've got a split going. Actually, it's really just a lurk for this one player. That's Existence pushing his way through this smoke with that flash. He'll see Pyromarn's barrel start to stick out, and Existence will find a kill outside. That's going to now make Maxaki. Thought he was about to rotate off of that, but he's very aware now that the real attack is coming inside. Existence is going to find another. That's Cesar. Maxaki doing his best to try to lock down inner, but Shocks will take him out of the round, and now it is just Reaston in a 1-on-4.
That was a really big mistake from Pyromar chasing that frag through the smoke. I mean, Existence just basically said, all right, I'll give this a few seconds, see if someone tries to come through the smoke because they really shouldn't, and then killed him. You know, he was the one who flashed himself through it, which was a slight risk in itself, but he is on T side. He can take those risks, and he did, and Pyromar just kind of really just fell for the bait. And you cannot take those risks, especially CT side terrain. I feel like he should have definitely just isolated Existence by cutting off A2, and then had someone watching Ivy just in case he decided to linger there, and he would have had no play from that perspective. Now we see, you know, Titan 4 players live, Reaston saving this gun and ladder, which he will be able to do, which is nice, but precious CT rounds.
That's Charmander's M4, by the way. if we're staying with, I already kind of forgot to stay with it.
Mad Max, Dijon.
Was it
Jay-Z,
Little Reese?
Big Reese.
Big Reese.
Don't confuse Big Reese with Little Reese.
Yeah, they're different people.
Okay.
And I mean, we already got a Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy ran. Puffrin not in today.
Oh, sure.
Big Reese subbing. Let's see what can happen. Maniac going to move on through. There's that Molotov to the back of that bomb site. And Maniac's just going to pull out the knife and push into Z. That's going to hamper any rotations, of which none are actually coming because Mad Max has decided to go up and come through the ladder room. And Shocks and Existence just starting to take people out of the round right now. Already, Reaston probably thinking about saving here. If he can. Nah, they'll find him.
Yeah, no hope. He would definitely wanted to have tried to say that. I don't think he'd have any hope. Versus 5, I'm sure they would have just delayed the plant long enough to find that gun. It does do a lot of damage to them. I mean, he has enough money to buy right now. He didn't spend any money last round, but no one else does, so Titan off to that 5-1 start. Wow, actually, I can't believe it's actually a double save after that one round.
Oh, wow. It did turn into a double save, so...
That is kind of crazy. I don't even know how that happens. They didn't have an op. It was only... They kept 3 alive on a retake. It's weird.
Let's see, what do they buy here? I mean, a couple of them bought to even up. Like, they could have probably forced some FAMASas here, but realizing that they're going to need real weapons, you need that M4A1S, right? It's got less damage drop-off. Like, the FAMAS at ranges on train in the outer yard are not going to be that good. You're going to want to pick up that A1S. You're going to want nades, flashes, counter incendiaries, and, of course, defuse kits, as it's easy for terrorists to plant on the inner bomb site. It's also easy for CTs to retake it, but you're going to need kits. I think they just want a full buy as Maxaki, ooh, out of the shadows or right back into the shadows. He will go ahead and get Maniac's Wasteland Rebel. Will he try to get a kill with it? Will he try to hold on? 1 versus 3, let's see.
No kit here.
That's spotted.
And he just dies, yeah.
I mean,
so they're buying next round. I mean, he wanted to do some economic damage. Not sure if it was all that worth it, but it's still technically pretty early in the half, so... Understandable. Now, Yazar does pick up the op, the first man to do it, off of his light armor buy, and we'll see where he plays.
This is when things get scary, though. Like, now Infinity, they maybe did that extra save to get a true proper round. You lose this, not only is that going to hurt your confidence, it's also going to, once again, break that economy. Of course, the bonus at this point, starting to work its way up to max. And it's worth noting, the only round that Infinity won was actually a rifle round versus still 2 Galils, 2 MAC-10s, and 1 AK. So even that, you know, put a little bit of an asterisk next to it.
That's true. Yazar does find the opening pick, though. I think Shocks is opping T-Con, and Yazar just won the duel. Oh, no, maybe he was. I'm not sure.
Yeah, were they double opping it, or did he go down and maybe Smith has already scooped it back up? People watching this are like, what are you talking about? Smith's is the opper for Titan. Well, yesterday, Shocks was actually the one to pull up the op first here on Train. And, well, Yezar will take them both down. He's got the double kill already on the round here, and this one is looking good for Infinity. Existence, he's been pretty good at pushing his way through these Ivy smokes, but this time everyone's waiting for him, and Infinity have a round where everyone lives. That's actually massive for them.
Yeah, Yezar just went huge, and those opening kills were really big, especially that first one. And when Titan they really just crushed their default. So I'm sure Titan won't be the last time that they try a default in this half. I wonder where they're gonna stage up Smith with the op now. I think it's changed hands here, maybe for a good spawn, but Yezar does have that confidence. He's going to run across the pick upper, and will he see any adversity? I'm not sure. It seems like a fast outer take is imminent.
Yeah, Reeston trying to hold on, keep an RPK in that ladder room from whence he came. David will find one Pyro Marn to get Existence. Shox has found a kill here for Titan, and now a second as he gets 2 of these entries coming out to the bomb site. RPK another. Reeston up here in CT heaven. What can he do? He'll find one. He tries to pull out. I think that was going to be a flash. Maybe to try to reposition or even jump out, but he's taken down before he can do anything with it. So that leaves Yezar alone. He will spot a player on train. Smith was just kind of checking it out, and he has an op as well. So Yezar will fall.
Yeah, he came back into that angle a little bit quickly, but yeah, they ended up falling apart outer. I feel like a lot of the trades, it was super close. Like, people got caught off guard. I think RPK caught 2 people off guard. A couple of sprays were whiffed. I feel like with those players coming through the smoke that David could have definitely got 2 of them if he didn't take so long to kill the first guy. So a very close round, but it was important that they won that. Now they're kind of on a broken bye. They don't have the op that they need, and they only have 2 rounds.
All right, well, already David is actually going to find an opening kill. There's Maniac, though, to bring down Reeston. Yezar to find Maniac and a broken buy. Kind of a force up here from Infinity. Some pistol armors getting some kills. And it's into a 3-on-3, but there's a massive HP advantage, or not so much anymore, as Existence takes a bullet to the helmet. He's down to 17 HP. Smith, though, with the op, quickly up that ladder and, you know, taking David down just as fast. So 3-on-2 now for Titan. They still have not planted the bomb, and Train can be a dangerous map with all these angles and corners. So many things to check. It is just Yezar outside, and now Maxaki is making his way up. As with more damage coming in, and for a second there, I thought that decoy explosion was actually just going to get a kill. Wow, 9 HP combined on these 2 guys. Yezar, believe it or not, has the HP advantage by only a little bit, but of course there are 2 members of Titan up, and we've talked about 1vx's on Train multiple times and how possible they really are.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, with the bombs down, it's like super difficult. But if he knew that he had the HP advantage, like that each player was only 1 shot, I'm sure he would have played it a little bit more carefully. Like walked around, waited for the first pick because they're gonna play it super carefully. But I think felt like he needed to make a play, and it was not a terrible round, but they did lose it and they did buy. So
right back to those USPs.
Yeah.
David, well, he does have a P250, and Yezar does have a 5.7, but still not a whole lot put into this round. That AK, though, is going to get picked up here by David. And no one has armor, so it doesn't really matter who has it, but perhaps if he can throw it to someone with 100 HP, it might be a little bit better. RPK, though, is just going to get very aggressive. Find 2 CTs in CT spawn. Go figure. Who would have thought they'd be there? 4-on-2 now. And yeah, David just hiding out. Okay, so he wasn't worried about finding any frags with it. They know that they need money. I like this music coming from this radio. Oh no, they broke the radio! Existence!
You know you can knock the TV off of the wall in Ivy?
Yes, I did.
Well, okay.
Pretty much like 2 seconds after this map was redone by Valve, I figured that one out. Sorry to...
Oh wow, okay.
Sorry to...
I was just trying to share a really cool fact.
Yeah, there's something weird. So you know where David was saving, where the radio is? There's also like a card game and an ashtray that has like some cigarettes that are smoking in it.
White Halls?
Yeah, in White Halls. Like, at some points, maybe it's just a GoTV thing, like, the ashtray just keeps on smoking, and like, the whole table just looks like it's, like, on fire.
Really?
It's really weird. It's happened to me a few times. I'll check it out later on, maybe second half or something. But double op. Again, Shox and Smith. Shox has been using this op a little bit more often, so something new. Titan maybe trying to reinvent themselves a bit. And you can see Shox up on this boost, trying to shut down anyone coming up that narrow passageway. And someone has, actually. Yezar's... They might have think they've covered this. Yezar could be in a round-winning spot right now. But
I'd love
he's
for him
starting
just
to
push
he's starting
this.
to not believe. He doesn't want to be spotted from ladder, so he backs off a little bit.
I feel like RPK can still get the kill if he peeks this.
That's true. I guess there are two of them. RPK can flick over. But if they push out and they think it's clear exactly, there it is. Yezar's going to find two. I mean, do you dare even question me? We determined I was a prophet yesterday, Launders. Smith trying to flick up, but Reeston from inside the bomb site will find one. Existence and getting in on that back line, pushing off the green train out of Old Hell there. Will find two, and now it is just Max Aki by himself. He's going to try to go for this. He doesn't have a kit. He will get to this outer bomb site quickly, and
Well,
they haven't even planted it yet. They know where he's coming, yeah.
Yeah, they just knew he was B rotator and held ladder. I mean, that's all they had to do. They didn't want to risk putting the bomb down one watch ladder and then have him come out and kill the guy watching the ladder.
Kevin has found the ashtray. It doesn't seem to be. There it is. See, look, the whole table is just like covered in smoke.
Oh, I don't have faster. Hold on.
It's game breaking. Like, Train is unplayable. But here we go. Oh, not really a rifle round. They are buying. There's Mag 7s, FAMAS across the board. There wasn't even one M4, I don't think, unless it was Daven who had one. And Titan are just running all over this. Now just Pyromarn here with the Mag 7. It's going to be tough. Maybe you can find some kills for the $900. That would be, just consolation at this point. And, well, he will find one of them. What? To the back of the head of Existence. Pop flash this, says Pyromarn, who then just gets pop flashed and dies. I don't know if he'll be saying it again.
It's been really sad, like, just save after save after save for Infinity, who, it's the Fire Bell.
All right, Kevin's pointing out the other unplayable aspect. The Fire Bell is reflecting the inner hallways. It's reflecting the lockers and the bench. It's not reflecting outside.
Even reflecting.
Look, if you look at the bell, you can see the pattern on it. It's the checkered floor and blue lockers instead of outside.
Nobody should notice that. I mean,
well, when you were paused on this map for 2 hours yesterday waiting on Kingwin and Dignitas, you noticed things, right?
I still don't even know how you would notice that.
We'll get to it. Yezar on top of the trains. This round actually looking good for Infinity, so I guess they forced up just a little bit in that last one, or now that they have the max bonus, they can just keep on doing it even though they're on the CT side. There was also that $900 kill that came in for Daven, so that helps a little bit. And there they go. They will win the round. Only Max Aki falling here. And, I mean, I don't know. It's still Titan with 11 rounds on T side. Even if Infinity gets the next ones, it's still a pretty bleak affair right now.
Yeah, I mean, forgive them for being a little bit reckless, but they do have their runs to work with, and I think they have no problem just trying to end the half as quickly as possible. They've got such a great lead. I mean, I feel like they couldn't be any more confident at this point, and Infinity, are good enough that they can win a round versus a team that might not be trying so hard, but at the end of the day, 4-round max on CT side is abysmal, and Infinity aren't going to be looking forward to playing the second half at all at this point already.
Yeah, they might already forget the second half. Their mind is maybe in the second map at this point. I know that our cameraman reached out to Infinity, and they had said that as a team, they haven't even really practiced trains, so they're essentially plugging it right now, and they're trying to do their best. We know that these guys are sick aimers, but I mean, having the time to work on all these maps, get that team chemistry working on every single map, and now you're playing one of the best teams here in the Pro League, and a team that, if they can work out the kinks, Titan can probably be one of the best again.
Yeezer heard the bomb being dropped top ladder. Looks like not the best place for the bomb.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it, because even if you just creep up the ladder for a second, it'll pop up on your radar. And actually, that's a wooden board. I wonder if it'll pop up. It might just pop up through it, yeah.
Oh my god, Yeezer is about to run backwards right into somebody.
Him and Smiths are just chilling. Yeah, Kevin tries to get out to that third person, but to show the awkwardness. And look at Yezar now, man. He just finds that kill onto Smiths. They had a moon landing there for a second outside, and then he finds Existence and shocks there after the fact. Still a 3-on-2. They will have to retake. Maniac has fallen. RPK, they know where he is. They know he's somewhere behind that fuel tanker. So as long as they try to, peek him together, and yeah, they'll get it. Yezar with the 4th kill.
Swift is up in Sweden.
There you go.
Solid half, obviously, for Titan. This is a scoreline that Infinity would want to be looking at and still be worried about playing the second half. Yeah, and, you know, in this bizarro train world with the scoreline that's 4 rounds on CT side, there's definitely little to no hope that they'll be able to win this game. If they're able to do it, I mean, that's a huge feat, but
So just looking at efficacy, it's RPK up at the top. He's also got 15 kills plus 7. Raw frags existence actually has the most at 16. He's plus 9 here so far just throughout that first half. He's doing very well. Yezar, the only man in the positives here for his team. He's 15 and 11, which means plus 4. He's got 1 kill per round. You know, he's doing his best. And we talked about him, right? He is one of the star players in a kill per round against a team like Titan when you're losing 4-11. Like, that's pretty damn good.
yeah, they do give him the op. I mean, you give them the op, they have to get kills. They've got, you know, a gun that's way more expensive than anyone else on the playing field. And they also are, you know, allowed to stand back, take shots and stuff like that. Yezar has done a really good job being, you know, hands-on and getting the opening kill, as well as kills throughout in the rounds that he's gotten kills. And yeah, he has definitely had that impact, made it worthwhile spending the op on him.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, he when Pufferin is around, when Puff Daddy's here, Jzar, what were we saying? JZR?
JZ.
JZ is kind of a rifler secondary op, but yeah, it's a good point. He does have the op here on train. He did just pick up a 4K with it on that last round. But now into the pistol, the first round of the second half. Titan already with the first kill, but Maxaki has got the bomb down within the smoke, so a bit of a set strat here for Infinity. Smiths, oh man, that sounded brutal. Reese didn't fall in there to Smith's USP. Maxaki gonna flash, try to get his way and do some quick hops to get around the corner. RPK, meanwhile, gonna just go ahead and take out 2, leaving it only Maxaki. He gets a couple lined up, but when you only have a Glock, that doesn't really matter.
Titan get the round. It's good for Infinity that they got a plant. They'll be able to buy next round. I mean, they could force like right now and do something crazy. I don't know if it's worthwhile doing. I mean, if they didn't get the plan, I almost almost very likely to see a force, even though you really wouldn't want to. So I fully expect them to just simply buy next round. And Titan responding with a couple of P90s on themselves makes sense.
Yeah,
Expected.
Those P90s are going to be brutal, and based on them Titan keeping the SMGs for the third or fourth round of the first half, I would fully expect them to keep these P90s into the rifle round, assuming most of Titan survives here. And it is the Glock train. Only Maxaki going in for the P250.
No flag.
And the P90 up on top of the train is going to find 2. Won't find a third. Maxaki gets that kill. Existence with the nade, and then an M4 to find another 2, and Shocks to finish it off. And yeah, no M4s go down. I'm sure Smiths will keep this P90. What will Maniac buy, though? Only 3.9K. I'll just go... I think he gets dropped in M4s, so... 4 M4s, 1 P90, and the AKs are coming out. Where will Smiths play, I wonder? Think he just pushes aggressive?
Smiths with the... Oh, I fully imagine he would go to ladder if he's playing outer. I'm not sure, though. He typically plays Ivy. Oh, yeah, he's running down.
Or just, yeah, get to a close angle Ivy. He's already running out there. Got to the green, the bins there.
It seems like he always pushes Ivy, no matter what. Just at least know if someone's coming.
I like that too. He gets out there and throws a smoke, and then as a terrorist, you don't want to push that. You gotta wait, and then there are places to hide on Ivy and CS:GO, so they kind of have to spend some time even clearing that out. And wow, that's unfortunate. Reeston trying to throw that pop flash. RPK nearly getting 2, and while the Infinity might not see many rounds on their T side, they would quickly realize that Titan are going to be in their faces here every single round at middle, Ivy, and ladder.
Yeah, they threw a flash down ladder. They just didn't follow up. RPK was completely blind, and then coming down and not expecting him to just push again through it. Really caught them off guard. Hartmore does get dismissed, though. Shocks jumping off the T-Country.
That was pretty sick. Pyramar gonna get caught as Maniac just gives him a drive-by there with the A1S. That'll leave only David and Maxaki right now, and both of them are trying to work their way out of the ladder room. All right, gonna go ahead and defuse that with the smoke, and Maniac in existence still not gonna let anybody escape ladder room.
Was it diffused like the other diffused? Like diffusion.
Like diffuse. No, that's not what I meant. But maybe that makes more sense. I should have said extinguished.
Accidentally. Yeah. No, I was wondering if it accidentally made more sense.
I don't think so. Uh-oh, this is it. The Scar 20 from Smiths. Picked up some 4Ks with it yesterday from that Ivy position as they try to push out through a smoke. And look at this, man. So aggressive on inside. They got 5.7s as well. They spray all their AK bullets, and I think one of them still had an M4. Then they pull out those 5.7s and just keep on spraying up, throwing those bullets into those upper hallways. 3 terrorists lay dead. Only Daven and Big Reese.
Dijon,
yeah, sorry. Dijon and Big Reese. Got to try to take this 2v4 here. And Will Smith's not even get to, the taste of blood here with this Scar 20. Sand mesh. That thing is hideous. You got to get off of that. I thought you were a pro player, Smiths.
Jeez.
Everybody knows
he needs to stream.
That skins equals wins.
He needs to stream.
He does.
Those donations.
Extort the community. Why not?
No, it's not like that.
I wouldn't know.
Look at this knife.
Nobody watches my stream. Probably because I don't stream. At least that's what I tell myself.
Streaming right now.
Smiths, that's true. That's true. But it's not personal, I can make it personal.
I can put your trade link in the chat, see what happens.
All right, we'll try it out. It's just an experiment, that's all it is. Smiths in existence pulling out the Scar 20 is on round 20, and it could be the last one here. As Titan with 15. We'll only need one more. Infinity got themselves 4 rounds, but it's been pretty rough for them. I think, from what we've learned, we know Infinity, they haven't really practiced this map as a team. They're kind of just running around, pugging it, trying to do what they think will work. And then they've hit some nice shots, but we'll see what Infinity's made more of on map 2, which will be Dust 2.
We got 2 autos? I didn't even realize. Yeah, but it's just been save after save for Infinity. This is like one of 5 buy rounds they've had the entire game, I feel like.
That's what happens when you start losing on that CT side. It's just so hard. And there is Smith. That's where he picked up the 4K yesterday. In this round, he will actually get nothing. And now Shocks now back to the back halls. We'll find 2 more, and that will be game 1 there in the books. And a rough first map here for the Swedes.
Yeah. Again, not the map that they wanted to see. Probably one of their least favorite maps to play. To play it against a team that's a tier higher than them. It's not going to be very fun at all, but they're going to move on to Dust 2. Try to split the series here. Will most likely look a lot better than they did on Train, and but not necessarily if they have to save. They do rely on having a lot of money for their buys, which I don't hate. I think it's good, but if they don't win rounds in a row, they don't have a good start, then you can really see those halves go the way of the other team.
Indeed. All right, guys. Well, map 2, Dust 2 coming up there. As you can see on the stream here, the final game score and the halftime score is brought to you by Alpha Draft. You can see 16-4. It was rough. Maniac actually pulling the highest efficacy, but in terms of raw frags, it goes to Existence, which, kind of puts him in the conversation for something that we'll be doing after Dust 2. We'll have the MSI Player of the Week award to hand out for both Europe and North America. We'll be doing this every Thursday of every week on our Sunday to Thursday broadcasts. So stay tuned for that. Existence is definitely in that conversation, probably with Shocks and then MSL and AZ from Dignitas, as it's been a majority Titan Dignitas games. So we'll try to figure that out. We'll wait for these next 2 maps to end. We'll be able to make that determination. And I believe it's still penciled that there are no North American games tonight, so we'll be able to announce the North American MSI Player of the Week for you guys. But stay tuned. We got more Counter-Strike action coming up here on CEVO MLG.